Hello kids, I hope you all are fine. In today's session we are going to revise the chapters of science. Let's see what are the topics that we are going to revise in this session. First one, living and non-living. Kids, as we know, in our world there are two type of things that are living and non-living things. Things made by humans are called man-made things. Example, table, chair, book, etc. that you can see around yourself. Then next, things that we get from nature are called natural things. Example, sun, moon, mountains, etc. Now let's see what is the difference between living and non-living. See kids, living things can move, grow, feel, breathe, reproduce and need food. While non-living things cannot move, grow, feel, breathe, reproduce and doesn't need food also. If you see the example of living things, they are plants and animals. An example of non-living things, toys and books, and many more are there. You can see around yourself, window, pot, bottle, right? Next, animals and plants. Kids, just now we have seen then that animals and plants both are living things, right? But then also they are different in many ways. Now let's see what are the difference between animal and plants. First one, animals move about from place to place, but plants do not move from place to place. Number two, animals eat plants or other animals, whereas plants make their own food with the help of air, water, and sunlight. Number three, the animals breathe through their lungs, gills, or air holes. You have must have seen that we have the lungs to breathe. Fishes breathe through gills, and insects breathe through air holes. But plants breathe through tiny pores present on their leaves, right? Number 5. Animals produce by laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. You must have seen that hens are giving eggs while cats are giving birth to young babies, right? But if you see in the plants, plants do not give birth or do not lay eggs, they produce seeds, right? One more point is there, animals have sense organs, right? Animals like us have sense organs like eyes, nose, ears, skin, right? But plants do not have sense organs. Okay, next is balance in nature. Kids, to survive on earth we should keep the balance in nature. As you can see in the picture how everyone is dependent on each other. If you see here, monkey eats a mango here, right? Then in the next one, the monkey throws the seed on the ground, as you can see here, right? And this seed grows into a baby plant. So see how this cycle goes on, right? And because of this only our nature is balanced, right? So if anything is missing here, then the cycle break down and there will be no balance in nature. So for keeping balance in nature, we should protect animals like tiger, and we should grow trees more and more, right? Okay, next is parts of a plant. Kids, if you see here, plant is divided into two main parts, that is shoot and root. And there are sub parts of shoot are there. Those are bud, flower, branch, fruit, leaf, and stem. These are all the parts of shoot. Okay. Next, let's talk about the part root. So, kids, there are two types of roots: taproot and fibrous root. As you can see here, right? Taproot is strong and thick, you can see in this picture also, whereas fibrous root is not so strong, right? It has the veins like structure, right? You can see these veins are spreading. Okay, so example of taproot is carrot and beans, and example for fibrous root, wheat, grass, etc. Okay, next we'll see the stem. Kids, the stem grows above the ground, as we know, right? It What is the function of the stem? It keeps the plant upright and support its branches to keep it straight. Some plants like neem have hard and woody stem, and those stem are known as trunk. Okay, the hard stem are known as trunk. Some plants like money plant have soft and weak stem and need support, right? So there are two type of stems, like strong and woody, and other one is weak and soft. The stem carries water to the leaves and also carries food made by the leaves. So the main function for the stem is it carries the water to the leaves and also carries food made by the leaves. And there are the stems that we eat, like sugarcane, potato and ginger, right? Okay, next we'll see the leaf. First, see the composition of leaf or the formation of the leaf. See the middle line, this thick line is main vein, and the small part, the connecting part which connects the leaf to the stem, we call it stalk, right? Then if you can see the small linings here, this small linings, these are the side veins. Okay, and the broad part here is the leaf blade or lamina, right? Now let's see what is the function of leaf. See, it is called the kitchen or the food factory of a plant, right? Because it makes the food for plants. Number two, a green leaf makes food for the plant with the help of air, water and sunlight. Do you know green leaf make food for the plant with the help of air, water and sunlight? And we call this process photosynthesis. What we call? Photosynthesis. Okay, like stem, we also eat leaves of some plants like spinach, cabbage and lettuce, etc. Okay, next we'll see about the flower. Kids, as we know, flower is the most beautiful part of the plant. You can see the picture, rose, sunflower, bougainvillea. See how beautiful these flowers are, right? Do you know flowers grow into fruits, right? From where fruits grow? From flowers. When flowers grow more bigger, then it convert into fruits, right? For example, flower of mango tree appears in April. If you have noticed, you can see the flower of mango tree which turn into mango after few months, right? It is a time when we get the mango in summers, right? You can see in the picture also how this flower is growing into a fruit, right? Finally, this is the flower of apple. You can see how it is converting into fruit. Next, fruits and seeds. Kids, fruits have seeds inside them, that we all know, right? But all the fruits does not have same number of seeds, right? Some have maximum, some have few, and some have one seed also, like you can see in the picture, mango, right? Papaya has a many seeds. So I hope you have understood the topic and revised well with me. So thank you. Keep learning, keep studying.